Thank you, Joanne. For Catherine and I, it is very important that we are with you here today to remember the 22 lives so brutally taken, to acknowledge the hundreds of lives that were irrevocably changed, and to pay tribute to the resilience of this great city. I remember only too well the shock and grief on the faces of those I met when I visited Manchester in the days following the atrocity, and the rawness of emotion at the commemoration service held at your cathedral just here a year later. 5 years on, I know that the pain and the trauma felt by many has not gone away. As someone who lives with his own grief, I also know that what often matters most to the bereaved is that those we have lost are not forgotten. There is comfort in remembering, in acknowledging that, while taken horribly soon, they lived. They changed our lives. They were loved, and they are loved. It is why memorials such as the Glade of Light are so important. Why Catherine and I so wanted to be amongst you today. A memorial is a physical statement that the memory of those who died lives on. It is a focal point for commemoration and reflection. A place of solace for the families, the injured, and all those affected. A place for Mancunians and visitors alike to acknowledge what the city went through. It is a counter to the violence and hateful disregard for human life that caused this tragedy. I hope that this beautiful, tranquil space, which for all the challenges I know many of you were involved in shaping, will provide all of this and more for generations to come. Catherine and I know that the atrocity's impact will last a lifetime and beyond, and that the healing process is still ongoing. We want to assure all of you who are struggling that you are very much in our thoughts. We stand with you as you continue on that difficult journey. Alongside the bereaved, I also want to acknowledge all the lives changed that day. The injured, physically and mentally, the first responders, NHS staff, those who were in or around the vicinity of the arena and who provided care and first aid. And we remember the entirety of the Manchester community who responded in the most heartwarming and life-affirming ways possible to support those affected. This was an attack on an evening of music, and it occurred in a city that has given the world so many songs to sing. When the people of Manchester gathered to pay respect to the victims just days after the atrocity, you told the world that your music would not be silenced. Instead, you raised your voices together and you sang a song of love that was written by some of this city's most famous sons. On that day, you told each other that you would not look back in anger, and you showed the world the true heart of this extraordinary place. So when we come to this memorial, let's look back with love for those we lost. Let's look back with love for the people who cared for and protected this community. And let's look back with love for the ongoing strength of the great city of Manchester. Thank you.